Fifth floor build, putting up the first rim. 2 by 12 by 20s are just unmanageable. They're just hard to deal with. They're heavy. So when you're working alone, use lots of clamps, use lots of straps, work slowly. You set one end up, then you go up and you carefully set up the other end. Brace it everywhere you can. These things are wicked heavy. And if one of these fell, I mean, it's heavy. It would take stuff out. Ladders, break tools, people, who knows? So, careful with those things. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting up the rims, which are going to hold the tops of the lower roof rafters and also hold the floor joists for the fifth floor. So I can imagine on this time lapse, it looks like, what the hell is that guy doing? So I thought I'd show you over here in the shade I just made. So you saw me putting up 4 pieces of plywood. And I had this beam here up first, and I put 2 nails in the plywood, hung it on the board, and then nailed it in. And I did the next one, I did the next one, I did the next one. Tried to keep them as flush as possible. Well, I think that's pretty good. So then what I did was I put another beam on the other side. See that? So basically it looks like that. I was making a sandwich beam, right? So you sandwich a beam, it's got a little bit more strength than if you just had 2 of them. Well, I thought, instead of putting an angle brace from here to here, let's say, right, to strengthen this whole upper section this way, if I just sandwiched this plywood into my post and then also into my beam, I'm effectively making that triangular brace right here. And also, I'm doing it for the upper beam. On the top of that plywood there's going to be another sandwich beam that looks exactly the same that's going to hold the upper roof. So I thought if I used one continuous piece of plywood, I'm doing nothing but adding strength to this entire section. So with any luck, this upper section should be rock solid. And that's something that I'm worried about because I didn't have an engineer design this garage. I did. So the stronger that I can build it, the happier I am. So what's next is scribing a piece of plywood to go down through this and around the post. 48 ends right in the middle. So I've already cut my secondary, the little piece of post that goes there. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Thirsty.